What's up, everybody? Um, so I had manifested some unfavorable circumstances. I have manifested the death of another person in my life. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not your fault," blah blah blah, but the things I say to myself and the things I worry about, it's still creating. Like, I have to really watch what I'm saying. But when my grandma died, it was shortly after my mom died, and when I heard my grandma got cancer, all I could say is everyone I love always leaves me. And sure enough, I went through a breakup and my grandma died. This time, I knew about the law. And as soon as I found out that he was in a coma and that all this was happening, I just already knew because I had been worried. I have three family members left. Like, a lot of my family members died in 2020. And I had three family members left. And I was constantly saying, like, that it's a very good possibility that they could die, blah blah blah. This person's in bad health, this person is suicidal, and this person is old. I kept saying that, and it actually manifested, you guys. He got into a coma. And the crazy thing is despite people telling me he's gonna die, they don't think he's gonna make it through the night, I was visualizing. I was doing a really good job at visualizing. I was affirming all night. I was doing sats, falling asleep in it. And every morning I'd wake up, or every time that I would do that, they would say he's getting better. His vitals are getting better. I would imagine the doctor saying his vitals are getting better. And then they would say exactly what I was saying. So I knew I was doing it. But somewhere along the line, I don't know if I just worried too much, but it was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so I must have had some hot and cold things going on because I was on vacation and I was extremely worried that I wasn't going to get to say goodbye to him because that had happened in the past with one of my grandmas. And I had four people die in 1 year because of my shitty thinking. And you really have to watch what you're thinking, you guys. Like, I am not going to think a fucking shitty thought ever again. I'm not going to do it because I didn't think that this would manifest. It didn't manifest in the way I thought it would because my uncle has been saying really terrible things, like, that he wants to kill himself and stuff. And that's not even how it happened. Like, he had diabetes, and just the way it all unfolded was so quick. And it was on when I was on vacation. So I had a really hard time keeping my thoughts good. And he ended up passing. But I think I am going to give it a little bit of time to where there's not so much shit in my face of people telling me, like, I'm gonna grieve it. But then when things are calmed down and it's not so fresh and not in my face, I think I'm going to try to shift into a reality where he never died. And it might be a little difficult, but I think it'll be more difficult to try to do it now. I'm trying to do it now, and it's extremely hard. But a lot of people say this isn't possible. You can't resurrect people, just leave people, leave them dead, let them be at peace. And that's not the thing, though, you guys. It's you created something in your reality, you shifted into the reality where they died in your reality. They're actually alive in several different realities, and you're just shifting into a reality where they didn't die or into the reality that you prefer. I know it can be done. I've seen people say that, oh, my dad died, and then, they started affirming like quickly. And like, it's like there was no pulse, you guys, for the people that I've seen do this. No pulse. And then they would affirm and visualize, and like 20 minutes later, like, oh, we made a mistake. It was somebody else. Or, there was so many things. And then I seen one on Reddit also. And Reddit has this girl that manifested her dad back. Her dad died at 6 years old. She manifested a stepdad, didn't feel good. Her mom just was shitty and bitter because she was a single mom with four kids for just years and years and years. And this girl's older now. She manifested her dad back, you guys. Like, she did a shifting subliminal with a detachment subliminal, so she wasn't attached to all the old stories and all the old things. And she persisted in it, and one day got a tap on the shoulder, woke up, looked, and it was her fucking dad. And she went back to sleep because she thought it was a dream. And sure enough, dad tapped her on the shoulder, said, hey, let's make the family tamales. And he was doing traditions that the family had done for years. Like, I don't know the whole details of like where the missing time went, what kind of memories are in her head or his head, or but she did say that he knew her favorite color, her favorite number, all of that shit. So I know it's possible. I know it can be done. There is no limits. So I want to know what you guys think about this. I know it's very controversial and a lot of people think a lot of different things about it, but I think I might try it. I've been wanting to try it because I don't know if it was just their time and that's part of the human experience, but a lot of the thoughts I was having were worried about them or, I was sending the wrong kind of energy no matter what. So I have a lot of people in my family that have died and I just cannot go through it again. And I would just love to have my family see my son grow up, you know what I mean? And my uncle had a granddaughter too, and I just don't want my cousins and all of that to have to go without my uncle. So as soon as things calm down, I am going to completely erase everything that I've seen and replace it with different visuals. And I'm going to hear different things, and it might take a while and it might be a little bit difficult. But I'm going to try this because I can't fucking lose any more people, dude. It is fucking horrific. I hate it. It is, no, I'm not doing it. So when I decide to do this, I will let you guys know how it goes. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments.